would then introduce you to the industry. Which okay, Hambo said with this person and this person.
Yeah,
or
she
recommend you.
Yeah, she asked one day that.
Tabatum Ngamlezo. Was it the first song you did at Joyous?
No. My first song was Ziyosulwa.
Yes.
That one was the first song.
Yes.
And let me tell you about that song. They said everything.
So, and they said it was mostly because of, you lost everything because of drugs and alcohol.
Yes.
How true was it?
Cool,
But there was a thing that when and Olundi you were not getting along. Ben Bangan. When you don't have cruise, when and Olundi, what was the problem?
No, Lundi was a crazy dude, you know.
Is that where the war started?
You will never be like me. You will never be bigger than me. You can sing as much as you can. You will never, you hear me? You will never. I hate you. You know? Yeah. And
have you ever been tempted now?
No comment. I don't want to incriminate myself.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. Yes, the GRP podcast hosted by your boy, your uncle, your nephew, Brazo. Thank you very much for tuning in. And a lot of people have been inboxing us. Hey, where have you guys been? You're not dropping any new material. Please bear with us. We've had challenges after challenges, but I can guarantee you we are back. And before we go any further, this episode is dedicated to our sister. We lost our sister here at the GRP podcast. Her name is Kelebohile Chikwendere. She passed away and we had to put her to rest. So we really like to dedicate this episode to her, to her life, and to her family. And we still say to the Chikwendere family, please be comforted. God is with you. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that you follow us on all social media platforms, the GRP podcast or the Gospel Reality podcast. And I've had a lot of messages of guys saying, guys, what's happening to your mic, especially Brazo? Your mic is down. I can promise you went to buy a new mic just for me, just so that it does not drop out, just so it remains consistent. So please forgive us. We're still going through teething processes. So yeah, please continue to support us. We like engaging with you, and all the messages on, especially on YouTube, people telling us what we should do, what we should not do, and we try and be positive. Please encourage us. Please let's not turn our YouTube into black Twitter. Be nice to us. Please make sure that you talk to us. Tell us what you think, what you should talk about, and which artists you'd like to see on the red couch. And talking about the red couch, I need to say we've got a dynamite today. I'm actually excited about today. Our artist that's here today is a very unique artist, and is the first artist to be on time, 30 minutes early. We're still preparing here, and he's here. And because of that, I had to find a special way to introduce him. So let's give it a try. Brothers and sisters, it is with Jesus joy to welcome a brother of mine to the Gospel Reality podcast that I believe in my heart that God is raising for such a time as this. Psalm 37 says, delight yourself also in him, so he shall give you the desires of thine heart. Ladies and gentlemen, Sabata Masoka.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Oh,
because of the intro. How can I forget it? Now I'm thinking good. Hey, you know.
That is how Mtunzi,
yes,
Baba Mtunzi
number
introduced you.
Oh man.
You remember?
Yeah.
How are you, my brother?
I'm good, sir.
I'm good. So for those who don't know, my co-host who could not be here today said, KG, we need to get Sabata Masoka. I said, Sabata Masoka, is he want to come through? Actually, we go according to what the papers tell us. Sabata Masoka. Then I called you, and then Sanyamalelan.
Yeah.
And then somebody said to me, Bra, if Sabata Masoka said he's going to be there, he will be there.
Of course.
So thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
I realized that, I was a late bloomer. You are
Okay.
only 2 years older than me. And when
Yeah.
in 1994, you are signing contracts. You are with Joyous Celebration. How did that come about? How did you, at what point did you realize, I've got a gift?
You know, we all started church, man. And of course, I grew up from a Christian family where we go to Sunday school and stuff. So what I would do at home, I would imitate
Yeah.
abo brother basesontweni abacula in the choir, because I was still
Yeah.
ngintwana 6, 7
Yeah.
you know, yes. So my mother one day said, nah, you can't be doing this, you know, blindly. You need to sing. You don't even want to sing at Sunday school. You don't, but we are rasela blindly, you know. So you must sing. Ah, mama, no, don't do it to me. No, I don't want to. Then this one day, she told the MC that Sabata will sing.
Item.
You know, Karina Kuya, the item.
Yes.
Hey, no.
And which song do you remember the song?
I can't remember. What song was I singing? I can't remember. But I went there, I was crying, and then you're not gonna do that. I tell you, you know, he's gonna sing. He sings at home. He's gonna sing. You know? Then I sang, and then wow, people were like, "Hi, Bolumdan."
Yes.
Then I grew up. Now I joined the Sunday school choir. I was in the choir, but it's been busy because I didn't want to lead anything. So ngakula vele on that, you know. Then when you grow up, and then you grow up and accept Jesus, not for you, for yourself, not good abazali bakusema Sunday school. So when I grew up, I accepted Jesus. Then I met a pastor called Pastor Ndoba. I don't know if you know him.
Pastor Ndoba,
powerful man of God. Yes.
Dominion Cathedral.
Dominion Cathedral. That's where I grew up. That's where she saw the potential in me. And I actually didn't want to do music. I was like, no. I want to do.
You grew up in Dominion Cathedral?
Yeah.
No, Pastor Ndobe?
Yeah.
I know that man very well.
That's my spiritual father, if I can say.
Yeah?
Dude, I grew up there.
Really? When I was in Pretoria, I used to attend a church, and it was affiliated to Cathedral, Dominion Life City Church.
Yes, Pastor Dumani.
Pastor Dumani.
Yes.
So we used to come lapaya and render items.
Of course, man.
Yeah, small world, eh? So you grew up in that space?
I grew up in that space, and I believe that's the man that saw something in me.
In you, yeah.
While I didn't even see it, you know.
So,
and God will amaze you, because at the time when I finished my grade 12, I was a very good math and science student. Believe you me, you know.
That's why you went to JCC, ne? Johannesburg College.
College.
Yes.
It was not my plan at all, because I applied for bursaries and I was turned down. And at the time, my parents couldn't afford the education that I wanted, you know. And the only choice I had was to go to Johannesburg, because we used to have camps with Court and our church and Dominion. So there would be that singing vibe and stuff. So there was this girl called Sebenzile. She was already singing Nabo Bishop Benjamin, Nabo Tsepotsulo and stuff. She was studying at
Johannesburg Central College, yes.
Yes. It was its side college then.
Yes.
So now she said, you've got a beautiful voice. Why would you like to do, you know, I'm like, no, I don't want to be full-time in music, man. I want to make money, blah, 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 and whatever. I'll sing at church, I'll be a worshiper in church, I'll be good. So no, to do that.
Yeah.
She said, no, come to my school, and do nothing for the whole year, you know. Come to my school and audition, and then some guy from my church, Sbu said, no, I'll give you money to go and register. That's where the whole thing now started.
Is that where when Dimselegu kind of discovered?
Yes.
Uji, you've got a soulful 10.
Oh yeah. Because when I see, she cried.
She cried.
She was in charge, and she literally cried.
What auditions were those for?
It was not even auditions. They will do annual competitions at the time. So as students, we will compete against each other, and then they will give us prizes just to encourage us. So I was majoring on voice, doing vocals.
Yeah.
That was my instrument.
Yeah.
So.
I see. So did Wendy Mselegu then introduce you to the industry? Which okay, Hambo Sebenza with this person and this person.
Yeah,
or recommend you.
Yeah, she asked one day that would you like to do backups for me and tour with me, most definitely, why not, I believe that I would learn a lot from her. Then I started touring. Then I started understanding this thing of music. Okay, there is some money here. Actually, you can make money out of it,
Yes.
Because now I will travel, I would, and 5-star hotels. I'm like, life, it's nice to be a musician. But I never thought it like this, So, and then you get paid for doing what you love.
Yeah.
Wow, God is great.
God is great. And I can attest. I remember the first time I traveled.
Yes.
I was staying in Alexandria.
Yes.
And they put me in a 5-star hotel.
Man.
It was a big thing. It was a big thing. So that's when things started for you.
Yeah, that's when things started. I remember my first flight was, she recommended me Family Factory. Yeah, I remember Family Factory.
Before Joyous,
Yes, before Joyous. Then the Innocent was touring with me, Miriam Makeba, may her soul rest in peace. And then they said they want somebody to replace Innocent. Then that was me.
That was you.
Then I went there and I couldn't believe it. I'm actually singing with these people that I respect so much in the gospel industry. Then that was my first flight. Wow, we're flying. It's nice.
How can I my su?
No, I was strong. Like,
And tell me, people don't know you're celebrating 24, 25 years in the industry.
It's been a long journey.
It's been a long journey, ne?
It's actually my it's 22nd.
No, it was 22nd 2 years back. So it's 24 months.
It's always like yeah. Okay. So you are okay. All right.
No, it was 2 years back.
Oh yes.
And the music industry has changed ever since you started to now.
It has changed.
Yeah.
It has changed.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you feel it is it still attainable in terms of for the artists or is it all the artists must move to the side? It's time for new artists, much.
I don't believe that because we planted a seed, and I nearly said these kids.
The young ones.
The young ones.
The young ones. Yes. The younger ones.
Yeah, have much respect that I always meet them in shows or in festivals or in malls and churches, and they would say, "Brah, like it's an honor to meet you."
Oh, they still show respect.
No, they still do. Like you paved the way for us. I was in primary school. When Ziyosulwa, this guy, if I can be like this guy, So, and it's an honor for me. So I don't take it for lightly. So I wouldn't listen to anyone that move Sabata, they come so and so. No.
But we can't. I think there's space for everyone.
There is.
Rebecca is still doing it.
Yes.
Pastor Benjamin Dube is still doing it.
Yes.
So there's a market for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And tell me something, the new sound, the new gospel sound, because it's not the same much. Do you? All right, Bazalwane, as you could see, load shedding. We are not exempted from the sad realities of most South Africans, but we are back. Sabato, I hope I'll pelang umoya.
No. It's all
in the late year and you look, man.
Asibonisa ukukhanya uNkulunkulu.
Yeah, it's Joyous Celebration. At least we were privileged to have a generator, so yeah. So, you are actually Xhosa, ne?
Yeah, yes.
From Eastern Cape.
Yeah, born in Eastern Cape,
yeah.
but didn't grow up there.
Ukhulelela.
Yeah, but Inkaba yam is a Eastern Cape.
Where was it? Xhosa?
Ewe.
Xhosa. Not even once.
Really? I talk Xhosa when I'm with Abu Putuma because we Xhosas. We flow with Xhosa.
Abomtas.
Abomtas. Man.
All right, we're still with your music, ne? With the old school, with the old school verses and with meeting the new school.
Yeah.
If you had an opportunity to be a BV, because we all know you're a strong BV, soulful 10, I'm dancing. Soulful 10. So, which younger artist would you? Okay, let me ask it this way: would you mind being a BV for these up and coming younger artists?
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
Because you still do BVs. Mamrim still calls you, so you still do BVs.
I do BVs, yes.
Or is it for
which one did I do last time? I do. Actually, even my friends lately, I don't know. Maybe in studio. Yeah, we can do it in studio, not the live shows.
If the money is right?
Ah, man. No, I'm too old for that. Let's give other people a chance.
But it's not about giving. The money must. What's better, uhlale ekhaya or just go and?
No,
you're not buying this one.
I'm thinking, no. You know what? There was one thing that Mtunzi once told me. It's nice to be a BV, and then, but now you need to grow. You can't have an album and still be a BV. Like it used to disturb him a lot. At you guys, I don't understand. Then you have your albums that you need to push and build your brands. But now your brand must wait because when you want quick money now, and that if you build your brand and focus on your brand, yes, it's not gonna be easy. But you believe in your brand and keep pushing. And you'll make even more money. But you guys are like, no, so and so has a tour. My promotions can wait. But we used to be like that, you know. I'm going to so
it's not a pride thing. It's about you're focusing more on yourself.
Yeah, now I think it's a kind of understand what Mtunzi, what did he mean when he said, guys, you need to stop this. Even the late Mam Sbongile Khumalo, may her soul rest in peace. I don't say she fired us, but she was like to me, Sabata, no. Because sometimes we do duets together with her. And she said, this beautiful voice, I can't keep you here and just backing me because I'm Sbongile Khumalo. I can't do that. That will be selfish of me. Go and focus on your work. If you have problems, come back to me. I'll see where can I help. Not keeping you here.
I see.
You know.
I see.
And I couldn't understand her still. Like, no, this woman is firing me. Yeah.
You're diplomatic, Mama Kosh.
Yeah.
But I actually think that's very true because a lot of the times we've seen artists, we say, no, the industry has spit them out, but a lot of the time when you really find out, they didn't focus on themselves because I'm not again, you know. You need to find yourself, and once you find yourself, no one can really kick you out, you know.
No one, because you are your own. You're creating. You have your own kingdom.
Yeah.
You know?
So now, tell us your experience, Joyous. So, when you started working with these artists, when did the Joyous gig come in? Did you want to go there, or were you approached? Did you audition?
No, okay. Wyndham Selego told me that Sabata, there are auditions for Joyous, and I think you will fit there, you know. Okay, my advantage was I was always at Sony, you know, because I was working with Wendy.
Yep.
She was at Sony. So we'll go to Sony sometimes to collect checks, whatever, you know. So Abo Babumtunzi and Lindelanis were familiar with my face. They were familiar with me, and sometimes when Wendy launches, they're like, oh, you understand? So but then I went to audition like everybody else.
Oh, you went to audition?
Yeah, I went with long lines. I went there and
Oh. I thought you figured out. Oh, no. Now I'm put Besukchela guy.
No.
It didn't work like that.
No, it didn't work like that. Because Nama was shaking like everybody else.
Yeah.
Didn't know whether they're gonna take me or not. Like I'm just taking my chance.
But was the money
You
good?
never know. In our times, did we care about money though?
But you cared, because when you left, you saw that there's money in this thing, and so the problem is with artists that have started touring, they know money now, so you know that when you tour, per diems wako and whatnot. So
Yeah,
when you
no.
go somewhere else and imali yancipha, it must really pose a problem for you.
It actually at the time it was paying me lesser than what Wendy used to pay me.
Yeah,
But I loved it.
you loved it, ne?
I loved it more than anything. The company, the when we're on stage, even at rehearsal, you'll miss it.
You miss it,
But
yeah,
you will
ne?
see the money here, yeah, I know. And I remember one time when I was going to Canada, and I refused to go with her to Canada because Joyous had a gig, I don't know where, I think in Polokwane or something. And when they said, are you okay? Are you really?
Oh, but we done it.
Yo.
Was it because of Umtunzi? Because Umtunzi was a great influence with Joyous Celebration, vocally and as a teacher. Jay.
At the time, I was not even on leads. I was just doing tenor. But I loved it, you know, and just to be on that stage, it was a blessing to me, because when I grew up, you know, from church, from Joyous One, I've been following it. I remember I went to Joyous One to watch it, you know, and I've been following it. So to be there and find people that are funny and stuff, I was like, no, I wouldn't cherish it. Abo Gifty, Margaret, Abo Thabo Mdluli, Abo Nonhlanhla, Stephen Mulakeng.
Were you mentored around those
Sharon
people?
D. Yes.
They mentored you, ne?
Yeah, and I was so scared to do a solo. Even Tunzi would say, hey, like, no, at all. We are not at crash here. We don't fit people. Next, can you try this one?
And at that time, didn't you feel like, oh, I should have?
Yeah, you'd feel like that, but you are not too confident that that must be clear one, like, you know.
That song you did, Tabatum Ramles, was that the first song you did at Joyous?
No. My first song was Ziyosulwa.
Yes.
That was the first song.
Yes.
And let me tell you about that song. And it's Bengiles, you know, as phonic leaders on and grand like 10. So when Mtunzi introduced the song, they're just the chorus. Man, I was like, no, I love this song, you know. After the rehearsal, I said, Baba, I would like to try this song. I don't know the verses, I don't know anything, but I would love to. This song connects with me. Angazi kanjani. Why ungibangalela athi, are you being serious? Wena ngithi mina, yes. But go and tell Lindelani what. Lindelani, come here. Tell Lindelani what you just told me. I told Lindelani, I want this song. Wow, that's great. Then you are growing up. you know, because you can't stay there. And for the fact that when we try, wow, because you always at the back, you don't even want to try. So yeah, that's where it started. And then it was difficult for me because when they give me, you remember it was cassette.
Cassette, yeah.
It was sang by the late Vuyo Mokoena.
The pressure was high, ne?
Yo. Now, how do I change it? This song to be me? I was like, I got a mistake. And then Brown Tunes will always say, rehearse it and make it your own, you know. And Vuyo had his own way of interpreting songs, his own way of singing. I'm like, you. Not Baba, you, no mabo. You just gave me or taught me the verses. It's now difficult for me,
yes.
You know, because now I don't know what things are emotion or anything. No, do it, you know. And I remember first time I sang it because we would rehearse just me, Nobabum tunes without the choir, you know.
Yeah.
And then when I sang it before the choir, the rehearsals, everybody was you know, Sabata, everybody like, wow.
Inclusio.
You know.
Do you know, Mena, when I first took notice of you, was when you did Nkosi
Ngisimamise, yes.
That's when I took notice of you, because after that, it was like a family song in our family.
Oh.
When we had funerals, I had to play that song. So we've got people who sing in my kai.
Yeah.
And every time they would sing that song, and we loved it so much. So that's when I took notice of you.
Right.
And then you went and you did it on Tunes' album as well.
Yeah, it started on Tunes' album actually.
Before his album.
Before,
Was that a hymn? Is it a hymn? Because
it's a hymn.
Angiyithole kuma hymn book.
Ngayifuna
Ngayifuna at that time azangiyithole.
Namangazi ukuthi on which book though. But I know it's a hymn.
Yeah.
You know, and it connected with me. The fact that we did it after I did with Tunzi, then we did it again on Joyous. So that they introduced me on another song. That after Ziyosulwa became big, then they introduced me to a new song. I won't say who, but one of the bosses there. I said, no, I don't connect with this song. So that means you won't lead this time around. I was like, no, I'll rather stay in the choir, back to the choir, and I don't like the song. I don't like it. I'm just like, if I don't like a song, you come with the song and I don't feel it, I tell my brother, no, try somebody else. This is not for me. You know, so then that's when they felt good. No, it's gonna be bad for him.
Yeah.
You know, to just stay and not sing anything.
Or is that how you did that song again?
Then and Tunzi suggested that, guys, let's Sabata do this song again, because now he doesn't like what we're giving him, so let him sing that song again.
Also, you're a big deal with Joyous. If they can accommodate you like that, but normally they'll say, okay, one side.
Big deal.
You must have been a big deal. But the Joyous Celebration stage was your biggest stage at that time.
Yeah, it was my big. That's the stage that opened up doors. Then I would hear legends calling me. That hey, do you do sessions, bruh? Can you know, how, you know, Rebecca is calling me, so and so is calling me, how, Brayu's office, Masigela's office is calling me to the studio to do some work with him, like, ooh.
So it opened a lot of doors. So the advice you give to the younger generation is, don't look at the stipend you get from Joyous Celebration. You must also look at the doors that it opens. Am I getting you right?
Exactly. And just focus on just building yourself and the exposure you get there, and then just when you get on that stage, hit it.
Deliver, ne?
Yeah.
And did you decide now I'm leaving Joyous, songwriting at Joyous?
Konje, what happened?
Because at that time you were signed, Sony wanted to sign you the same time you were in Joyous.
Yes.
And then
no, then I was signed with Joyous Celebration Records,
yeah,
of which it was run by Pastor Jabu Hlongwane.
Was that a good idea, according to you?
Now I felt like nothing valelwe manje la, you understand? So I need to be, it's a solo now, so I need to be Sabata, not under the Joyous Celebration name. So it made me feel with ish now, the only thing I must tour with Joyous. I remember one time I saw, when I went to Sony, I saw a tour. There were Malaikas, your Zambia and what, like a tour, you know, like a long one. Okay, there was no gospel artist there. And I said, guys, the only tour azoyenza la empilweni is Joyous Celebration. So ubabulindelani. Nathi ubabulindelani nayibo. Ngathi I ngeke, yabo. And then I told Ubab Madwete that was ngathi, I want to join this tour. What, are you sure you want to? But this is not gospel, you know. Ngathi, no, I want to push my brand, you know, and be alone and stand alone. I was like, hey, bazokushaya la bantu yazi la kwezinye indawo laba bacula kuzo abantu bayaphuza and all of that. Ngathi, I don't care, I just want to push my brand. I can't be sitting and waiting for Joyous for another okay, we'll talk to Lindelane, but I don't promise he's gonna agree. Then we spoke to Lindelane. Lindelane called me. He went, abangitshela ukuthi ufuna ukuhamba nami kwaito house artist. Ngithi mina, yes, I want to. Then if that's what you want, man, go for it. You know, let us put you in. You know, I went there. It was very interesting. Yeah. Very, very, but it was tiring.
It was tiring. And you worked with everyone.
That's where I was like, book me a flight, I'm tired. I want to come back home. These dudes are like, in the morning. Okay, they will sleep at 3, but in the morning, I need to my interviews and stuff before we go and perform in these places. In the morning, they are there. They already had breakfast at the hotel. Bangfonela mfundisi.
Siyahamba manje.
Siyahamba phela thina manje. Uthi uyafika. These people are ready, like goof. They sesama caravels. They are ready. Uyasibambezela, uyaslayitisa.
But did you make money from that?
From that tour?
From that experience?
Yeah, from that experience. Because
nice thing about secular music is you don't do one gig a night, eh? Do 4, 3.
Yeah, I know.
But did you make money?
Yeah, but then it was a promo. It was promo to all of us, yeah. You know. They just gave us your per diem, made sure you are comfortable, your hotels and everything. It was a promo to do interviews every morning, different radio stations, then go perform at UCT if you're in Cape Town, go perform at in Peninsula. I don't know if it's
universities.
Still there. Yeah, you know, it was that kind of vibes. When go to Mangosuthu in New Devon, and then go to a club somewhere if it's a weekend. It was a kind of.
So you didn't really make money. So
no, but the exposure that I got, you know, there was one time they were like, okay, now all of us have performed. We choose one now. ukuthi sibuyise bani, you know. I knew, but they won't call me. I'm a gospel singer, you know, and stuff. So we were in Devon. And
so you're doing gospel as you guys were told?
Yes, I was doing gospel. We were in Devon. And then the student, I think we were in Mangosuthu Tech, they were like, Sabata, okay, abanye in Zambia, I'm cheaper in Zambia or whatever. But like, the Sabata thing was like, Sabata, and everybody, we want Sabata, we want Sabata. All of them were amazed that,
You couldn't believe it.
Through the tour, I put the try. They won't call me. They will say they want Malaika, somebody else, you know, and they loved Malaika.
It must have been a boost of confidence for you.
You know, I was like, yeah. Then I went for it. And they were like, yeah, when I came. So I closed the show.
You closed the show.
So in some places, more especially in Devon, oh man, I got the love there in KZN.
Nah.
Yeah.
So now, you know that the gospel industry, Maje, I think it's better. I think gigs now are becoming better. There's more festivals for gospel. But did you get a lot of gigs after those tours, like as Sabata? We know that your brand was out there.
Yeah.
What I'm asking is, did you make money?
No, I did make money, but not millions. But because I would see abanye, like they were making serious money.
Serious money, yes.
I was not this platinum selling artist, but I was working.
You were working.
I got my gigs and stuff.
Were you only booked by churches or?
No, I would do some festivals.
Oh, okay.
I remember I was booked in Uganda. I was also booked in Benin. You know, when I was in Benin, I was like, I'm like Michael Jackson. I was in one of those big billboards. I'm like, it doesn't happen for me at home, this thing. You know, I even sang before the president spoke because there are a lot of artists there from other countries. But the presidential office said they chose me out of them. Even some from America or whatever. I remember with this one from America was like, I just want to prophesy. God has put me, oh wait, I heard it's you that you're going to sing before the president speaks, so I have the word. So I was traveling with Mtunzi there, you know, and then I'm saying, that this American lady, this musician, she's on my nerve. What should I do? She wants to steal your shine. Just shine. Don't let her in. Just say yes, I'll do that. Then you go out there and hit that stage. Forget about her.
And Umtuzi, was he a big mentor to you?
Yeah. Oh yes. No, it was when I do the. And then you know that you got it. I've got this. There was a time where I was in a point of I've got this, you know, and I sang in one of the shows, Joyous, and I think I was singing in Lela Yami, and you can feel if you're not connected to the higher power, to God, to the Holy Spirit, and I was frustrated. I'm like, no. Then Mtunzi says to me after the show, "Are you good?" And you say, "No." But why? It's what happened. My performance today, I don't know what was happening, you know. And then you sang very well. You sang the song beautifully. But I could feel that you are being yourself, that you know, now it's about you. It's no longer about it's no longer spiritual. Now it's no longer about God. Now it's about Sabata. I felt that today. You know. So it was one of those, but then I had to go and pray He said, go and pray and say, and repent and tell God you need him. You can't do anything without him. You know, so I went and prayed.
Repent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong that I was doing. No, it's layers a stage.
Before leaving, can you remember if as a musician ukhula sontweni ingoma mengahlakani kabi thawulala ngekhaya.
You
remember that?
Yeah, then bathi hlalani phansi yona izoni sizoyibamba thina. There was a time in my church, at Pastor Ndobe's church, basihlalisa phansi asizwa moya la.
Asizwa moya.
Yeah, eyibanjwa abomama ndoda.
You'll say, oh my God, yo, wait.
Been good. But it is sorry, continue. So okay, let me ask it this way. There is this whole notion, Manjane, where artists are coming out and say, we're down and out. Can the community or the public help us out? What do you think about that?
It's sad. It always sad. And
on whose point? Because when you were Sabata back then, gigging every weekend, next.
Yeah.
But Masoka, we must now be taxed twice. Is it? It's happening. It happened to Vusitanda, Dr. Malinga, Blundi went through it, and then Usichaba. So you make a bad business decision.
Yes.
When things are fine, and then when things are bad, then is it fair to the community? Is what I'm asking you, to the public at large. We've bought your CDs, we've done the right things, but when you sign the wrong deals, and it feels like...
Or you just wasted your money.
Oh, you just wasted your money. Is it fair, Mara, on the public?
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not fair. But then help us. Then
no. We definitely help you. Uvusitanda, it was reported 100,000 rands he got from people, and it's a noble gesture. Ne? But when artists are at the top, they and they're not accessible.
Yes,
and they are much more accessible when things are bad.
Yeah.
I mean, in 2022 now. You can't complain like what's this Brenda Fassi. They didn't know there was no internet. Mind you can know that.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve Harvey said the first paycheck, you should pay your lawyer to secure your future, and then you should a management team to pay for your way moving forward. First paycheck is yakal. So, what advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self, now I could say, I think the money that I used to make, I could have done even better things. Because the problem is, you start being, ne?
Yeah.
Hey, this dude is a hit. And then now suddenly you've got so many friends. Suddenly, I know, I'm tired, I'm not taking that one,
That gig, yeah.
that gig I'm not going, you know, and then the problem is you know, now you are always tired, you've got these friends, there are parties, left, right, and center, there are events, and then they are sponsoring you.
Correct.
So that they can go with you, I'm with this one.
This man, yeah.
You see?
Yes.
I'm a big man, I'm with this one, you know?
Yes. So you do admit that artists have got a role to play in making sure that they can sustain themselves and they don't go broke.
True. I mean, but we do wrong decisions.
Yeah.
You just want Ziyosulwa Kaya, which, no, I want to stay in to rent a house in the south or in north or in Sentin or Bryanston or Midrand, because now you are this thing.
Yeah.
And Manji, imali, oh my God, ngoba iyaphela and your season also fades.
Iyaphela, 100%,
You understand?
yes.
Thina siyakhohlwa lo. You're thinking you're gonna be here forever.
Relevant forever, yes.
Yeah, and then you just see a Gucci what, or you just see a shoe, it's 25,000, you just buy because you've got gigs that are coming. Nah, what's 25,000?
Shoot manje kule Diamond Walk and Sentin. Mo lapho now.
Yeah, I wouldn't shop at. I'm a celebrity now. I wouldn't
And
shop.
there's such an expectation that's expected from you.
Yes, and you change your friends.
Yes.
Automatically, you go with your so-called,
Yes.
the ones that you used to stay with in Tembisa, probably, you know, and then you just competing with each other. Where did you buy this? Oh, hey, I like this. Hey, about this mine. It's 10,000. This jean, I bought it at what?
Yeah.
You know, lap we are paying when. You understand? Others are actually making more money because Minabanya they were actually making more money than me. But I will compete with them. I need to belong. I belong here. You know,
I was here
I
before
can't
then.
go to Mr. Price. Macams, no. Must go to these boutiques and explore. And later on, man,
You realize
why the waste of money? Why the million having a pace?
You could have done much more. With that money.
Ha, useteksini, patung. You understand that? Ha,
Mina, I'm still
ulana.
on
Now
tech.
we are figure lana. Oh, yeah, but like when ula.
Then the pressure, ne?
Hey,
Mina ngisathusa ijini 10,000. I go to Levi's factory shop lapha ya. Ngicela le discount mangifika khona. Mangithenga
Yeah.
ndola malini. So means angabi nemali ne. But in closing kule ndaba yama older artists, whether celebrities or not, do you think South Africans, in general, do we support our heroes? I don't want to say heroes. I want to say our legends.
Yeah, I think so. It's yeah, viewers are a bit unstable.
No, God, that's not true. Benjamin Dube today, he fills up arenas.
Okay, they are still supporting him.
Umam Rebecca Malupe still
They are
fills up
still-
arenas.
yeah.
Oh, Big Fish, if he wanted to, he can still do that.
Yeah.
I believe there's a space everywhere. Or maybe the older guys, but I don't think the audience change. Check out how many channels are there on YouTube, ne?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a piece of the
A
pie.
piece of, yeah. You're right there.
You know?
Yeah.
So it can't be true that we do not. I think we do.
Yeah.
I think artists should secure their future. I mean, when they're still hot,
Yeah.
know that, hey, let me pay this lawyer to make sure my things are fine.
I'm fine.
Instead of chowing imali.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. I don't think it's a matter of we are not looking after them.
It's a matter of us sustaining ourselves.
100%.
You know?
Yeah. But now, tell me something. Daily Sun and Drum Magazine and social media. Hey, they've heard you, ne?
Yeah. Oh.
They've heard you.
There
But
were
the
times
things
like I couldn't even come out
at the house.
the house because I'm thinking this is the one that I wouldn't go if I had performances that weekend. What is this now? You know?
But it means you're a true celebrity. And when I say celebrity, that's not only heard on social media. If they write about you on the newspapers, it means you are a big deal, eh? No, but think about it. People are spoken about on social media. Yeah, and then some of them will pay. But if they write about you, if you are proper newsworthy,
they had me. And when they at that time when one newspaper starts a story, then others follow.
Yeah.
You'll get these calls.
Let's decode them, kancane. So they obviously said you were down and out.
They said everything.
So, and they said it was mostly because of, you lost everything because of drugs and alcohol.
Yes.
How true was it?
That was not true. That was not true. I decided that I feel that gigs are not coming the way they were, and I had to sit down and cry myself and ngizicabanga ukuthi what went wrong? Why are gigs not coming like before, you know? I started being late on gigs. You will wait for me and wait for me at that time, you know, and I started missing my flights. Why? Because I'm tired. Why are you tired?
Or high?
Not high. I'm tired.
So you've never done drugs?
I was partying. Nah, I've never. Nah, at all.
At all?
I couldn't even smoking. The cigarette. No, like into nje ezongena impumulo zami. No, you know, it was just drinking and partying a lot.
Shy.
Hey, Baba.
So somebody.
So then imosheke lapho. Yeah, then.
So you didn't go into drugs at all?
No, not at all, because I remember the other journalist called Ma'am Rebecca asking her about me and drugs and whatever. So Ma'am Rebecca, give me uthi mina bangixaka uthi manje kwenzakalani la ukuthi have you seen him smoking drugs, because you worked with him for a very long time. And that's, no, drugs, no.
So, but what did Ma'am Rebecca save you from? Because at the time it was said that you were down and out.
Yes.
It was also alleged that Ma'am Rebecca came and saved you and revived your career and revived your... What was she saving you from?
She was saving me from myself.
from just the drinking.
Yeah, and just to focus on my gift and my talent, and she felt like I'm giving it up, like
I see.
Because of other things that I used to cry about and stuff, and then like you can't let this stress and then take it out through, because there was a time where I was just drinking because I'm stressed. Yeah, people are chowing our money. People are rich because they are chowing our money. So I'm working for people through my talent. They are making money, you know, because of what you said earlier, that we signed wrong deals. You don't even take to lawyers. Let's sign to Anna. Then You're expecting this, but
contract.
That's what this is the contract. Did you see this clause? It means this and this and this. And it's about at the time it was late for me to go to lawyers, and because you know what they mean. I found this. Oh my God! And you signed it. You said it. Cool. Now you're stressing me. But now how do I get out of that?
Because if you take Imali for 3 gigs and take it to a lawyer, you could have saved your future.
True.
You know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So tell me that, what did you drink? Bupuza? Or as long as I can track one.
I used to love ciders. Okay, it starts, you know, when you start drinking, it starts with the sweet stuff, you know? Like, no, don't I try this one? It's not, when I'll try this one. Oh, this one is like cool drink, but there's that thing that there's some alcohol, but it's not too much like beer, you know? That's how it starts. Then you You go and go and go and go. This thing nah, saying lana, whatever. No, try this one now. Saying you know.
And somebody told me that no, you must chill with Sabata after a couple of drinks. They said the stories you tell about this pumaga indaba zakho.
After a couple of drinks.
After a couple of drinks, bottle no Sabata. Bengitshela lo mjida ngithi mafana ngifake something lana man. Uzokwazi ukuzikhipha. But the alcohol abuse, how did you overcome it?
Yo, bruh, because you can go as much counseling. People can talk to you. At that time, I was on fuck all. They don't understand what I'm going through. They don't feel what I feel. You understand? And bayang bored because they don't know my life story. They don't know things I'm going through at the time.
Yes.
Of which sometimes you are uba right because Christians at that time makpuma on tabloids, wrong stories about you and whatever.
They'll embarrass you. Yeah.
Because you're thinking they're gonna protect you or probably pray for you, but they are the ones that one, the sinner.
Satan.
Yeah, you must not. Simfunda. You understand? Yeah, yeah. But
And at that
then
time,
you expect them.
That's where you need them the most.
Yeah. Then the worldly people at the time. No, Dwana, we are here for you.
Eish.
Have a drink, you'll be cool.
Eish.
You know, you kohlwa. You understand?
Yeah.
So there was a time my pastor would call me and I would not answer him. You know? Yeah, I'm like, I am tired of church people. I'm tired of everything. You know, I think the world is better for me.
So
it's
church
more
hurt is
welcoming.
real. Church hurt is real.
No, it's real. And I thought now he's coming to judge like everybody else. And I was just saying, son, I want to see you. Because he could see I was going through a lot. You understand? So he was like saying, like, Adam, when benze inte wrong, Eden, no Eve, God called Adam and said, Adam, where are you? Adam was running away because he knew I get sharp. You understand? Yeah. So it was like, I think Ubabundaba was calling me just to say, where are you? Come, let's talk. What's Kunzagalan? So, but then I ended up going back to him.
So he helped you?
No, he helped me, but I had to help myself first.
100%.
You know, and then decide what do I want. I want to continue with this lifestyle, or what do I want? You know, and so
it was also no Mom Rebecca. Did they come through for you?
Yeah, and then this other Pastor Masombuga. He helped me a lot, you know, and yeah, man, they came through, even Bishop Benjamin, you know, he would sit down with me and talk to me, you know, would say, we can't lose you, we can't lose this gift, we can't.
Yes. And it seems like a common phenomenon for musicians. When one would sign a contract wrong, they drink. And I begin together, and I'm tavern killings. So when I'm worshipers, marathon, so doing begin together because it seems like is it a safer space? Is it? Do you not get judged? You don't get judged, eh? No,
there. No.
But Pools and Duan.
Ube grand.
Yeah. But when you're sober, it's all food. So it didn't
really obvious because alcohol can't solve your problems. You know, you just need to solve your problems. And being sober, you could a problem, so and you just need to face it. So alcohol, I swear.
And then I know that you said Umfundisi Ndobe came through for you. When he was going through his problems, were you there for him?
Oh, that's another one.
Did that break you as well?
I think now, at the time he was going through that, I was starting to be busy again, not always in church, always on the road. So, some churches will book you just for their Sunday service,
Yes.
So I wouldn't be in church that much, but I never left the church.
Yeah.
I always attended the church.
I see.
Even when people left, I was there, and
But I'm talking about, I know a lot of people left.
yes.
Did you, Mfundisi, are you okay?
Did I go and
Because I feel like when you are strong, when you are perceived to be strong, when you go through the most, you feel like uzoba right Mfundisi, or whoever leads.
I think that's what I could say. Things will be okay because.
But you never left him when.
No, I never left him.
Oh, no, that's
More especially at that time. No, I was always there. When I'm free, not doing anything, I'm there at church.
Okay.
Although I was no longer serving in the worship team because I was inconsistent. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm like, no, you know what? Let me chill and just attend church.
Attend church.
Yeah.
I see. And tell me, with what you know now, had you had an opportunity to pursue maths and science? You said you were good with that. Then you had to choose now between music.
Definitely, I would choose maths and science.
So, the industry, obviously, yeah, pants and apezulu. It's a very tough industry, and it's not friendly. Would you say since you've worked with secular and gospel, do you feel the two industries are the same
Secular and gospel.
in terms of behavior?
There are times where I feel like it's the same thing. It's just that the other ones are hiding it. These ones are just being themselves and living their lives. I feel like people are doing things, but pretty Bible, so you understand, and ngapha ba free, bas philela impilo yabo. If he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you, bruh, I don't like you, and then if he likes you, he really likes you, than us, I will come to you and say, wow, yo. Then I turn around and like, oh, I hate that guy,
So some names on gospel.
Yeah, mningi futhi uze umfundisi wabiza. I don't know if you know about that. Bishop Benjamin, after the passing of Mam Deborah Fraser,
Yes.
he called artists and stuff
at what do you call that place in the
at
airport?
at
Beachwood
Hotel.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was something else.
Do you think it helped, or is it a start?
No, but don't understand now. We have because others were concerned that guys, we don't like each other and we pretend. You understand? There was one artist that stood up and said, how many of these gatherings we've had before that let us be one, let us help each other. It never helped. We are still crooks. We are still backstabbing each other. We are still gossiping about each other. We are not supporting each other. We are criticizing each other. If somebody is going through what he's going through, we are rejecting him. No, we don't want to work with that one. Instead of calling that person, no, Jay, you understand? So the wegnales was into zinjalo, and yeah, no, but it was a good gesture, umfundisi.
No, definitely a great
put
gesture.
us
Yes.
together. But angazi noma isizile noma isizanga, I don't know.
But what do you think? What intervention is needed for this? What proper and real intervention?
We need Jesus, the real Jesus.
Still. So what more needs to be done?
I think angisazi because I know.
Now.
Yeah, we tried. I flow with whoever. I don't say I don't. No, it's not my crew. My crew is this because we have. There's this crew. There's this crew. There's this crew.
But there was a thing that when and Olundi you were not getting along. Ben Bangan. When and Olundi, what was the problem?
No, Lundi was a crazy dude, you know. One thing he doesn't like you. There was a time when we met at, I think it started there. We met, you remember Mapaputsi? He was launching what somewhere in Sentin. So there was these guys, Mama Pop Stars. At the time, like pop stars were like Michael Jackson.
Ah, of course.
Like, oh, pop stars. So a lot of celebrities and artists were there. So I don't know. Okay, the pop stars guys. I didn't even see that Lundi bekasemva kwami amina abanye abantu. Apparently ngathi abambulisanga or something. Then they just jumped on me. You understand? Kuthi yo, there's Sabata, we love you, whatever. Oh wow, thank you so much and stuff. And these people are pop stars, you know. So I think then that irritated him because he believed he's bigger than me. Of course he was. I mean, you know, his brand was bigger than mine. So the war started there. Then he said to me, after they built Lule, then he grabbed me at, you think you are better and bigger than me when, who do you think you are? You know?
Is that where the war started?
You will never be like me. You will never be bigger than me. You can sing as much as you can. You will never, you hear me? You will never. I hate you. You know? Yeah, and there were journalists there. You imagine the media was there because it was a launch. And I was like, I won't answer this dude. Let me leave. I just left. Like I didn't even get inside when the show started and stuff. I just left, you know. And then I remember I was flying with Judith the following day for some gig in Cape Town. So must land at Cape Town. Okay, not Judith. Oh, the drama that happened yesterday, bruh. Then must land. Then I opened my phone. Then there's so many messages from him. Oh my God, you, Sabata ngikuthanda kangaka. I don't know what. Yeah, we understand that was the kind of a person he was. I am so sorry. People are telling me the way I mistreated you is all. I think he was high at the time, maybe. I don't know. So not that way. And then he will invite me at his house. No, you must come to my house and stuff. So I always didn't go to his house. You know, and then he would complain that I don't like him because every time he invites me, I don't go.
Yeah.
But other people, when they invite me, I go. It's like I'm angimthandi.
So you guys, did you fix your issues before he?
Yeah, no, we fixed.
Right.
Yeah, basically right because he apologized and we said no, Lundi, ngikubonile ukuthi boyikile lento oyikile engayazi ukuthi yini and I forgive you.
So tell me something. There's another common thread now that pastors feel like if somebody is belongs to the LGBTQI community, they should not minister or sing. What's your view on it?
But so and they are in worship teams, these people. And
do you feel they should just continue and sing or what's your thoughts around it?
I mean, this is a very sensitive matter.
If you were a pastor
we
in the church,
argue. I would let them sing. It's good that they're in church than being in the world there. It's better they are here. You understand? If somebody feels that he wants to change, or because there are a lot of stories about it, you know, we'll see how did one get into it, or they are born. There are a lot of things. So I mean, I think, who am I to judge and tell people not to participate in the work of God if they want to do the work of God? You know, let God be the judge.
And do you think being gay is a choice, or it's something you're just born with? So in other words, we can't judge a person for being gay because did they choose or did they not choose?
You know, I always see kids, mabakula, ne? And you could tell this one doesn't want to play with guys. He likes dolls. You understand? Or a girl who loves tandela udlala nabafana, uthanda ibhola and stuff. Ubona lapho ukuthi then how did that one choose? That's my problem, because umntana lo mncane, you understand? And he likes jet dolls. He likes, you understand, to be with other girls and stuff. And he grows up and be like that. Then there are people abatige bona because they were hurt by girls. Then they decided rather I'll date another man, or they were hurt by men. I'd rather date another girl. So there are two sides in it. So, it's
Have you ever been tempted? No.
No comment. I don't want to incriminate myself.
Don't incriminate yourself. Because especially in the entertainment industry, ne? I went to TET Arts Campus.
Yes.
There was a lot of gay people. So, and it was like normal, you know. When I got there, I was like, hey, what's happening? Because I was not used to it. Ne? Even worse, I went to a boys' school.
Yes.
So I thought I would see them in a boys' school, and I didn't. When I got to TC and I saw them.
Okay.
And what is with the arts and homosexuality as a whole? Because more than 70% of the guys in my campus were gay. And I asked, what is the connotation with the arts? Or is the arts?
Because no, they are in the arts. We sometimes talk with a friend of mine who yay. They will tell you what you must talk to that one. For you to, you must talk to that one. Like, it's them, and they are in high positions in the entertainment industry, and you need them. So there was one gospel musician I told that don't bash them. You will need them.
You need them, yes.
And about, no, but God, when God opens up a door, no one will close it. God, they will close it. Bona, they will close it. Yeah, you need to keep it to yourself. You don't like them, keep it to yourself.
One thing I don't like is judging people and you don't know. I think that's one of the most dangerous things especially if you don't know enough about something. I think we grew up in a Christian space that says, what?
Yes.
But we've never taken the time to just sit and talk to them. And say, how does, and find out. So I'm on a question. I need to find out because unfortunately, we're living in an era, no one is safe, eh? It can happen to you with your kid. Are you going to sing the same tune? So it's a conversation we need to have.
Obviously.
Yeah. And now tell us, Sabata, what are you working on now? Are you working on a new project?
For the years, I've been writing Afro soul music, you know, and I felt it was not time, because I remember even when I was there with Sony and stuff, I wanted to change. Like, I'm writing this beautiful music and beautiful songs, and I'm busy singing gospel. Now I want to release this music. The executives were like, hi, no. Phela bangitshela ukuthi phela manje it's like so qalela phansi. Now you must get a new audience while you are doing well now with your gospel. No, but that's what they told me. Yeah, no, that's what they told me.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
well, you are a gospel person. Now you want to change and do something else. You know Christians, how they are. And probably then you must get abantu that are not in the church, or but even if they are in the church, laba abangekho stereotyped. You understand? And now, no, then you are but that they said to me, then decide what you want. Hey, nam ngasaba manje ngathi I think maybe it's not the time. Then I continued with my gospel. And I always wanted to find somebody that will understand me, because no one understood me at the time when I say, can I just release, I'm not living gospel, just these beautiful love songs. And, you know, no.
Are those coming out now? Are you going to release?
Yeah, I've recorded. Most of them are things that I've been going through the years. They are just about my journey. And I believe that there are people that will identify themselves from the songs. You know, with I also went through that. So I've been writing. If I feel down, or I feel the world is against me, I'll just write about it and be a beautiful melody and be a song and write lyrics. There I flow. I don't. Gospel, I used to get it difficult to write a gospel song. Rather, you can write me. But there I flow. I asked some pastor, am I wrong? Isn't it from God? You know, that if I see somebody that muhle and stuff, then I write it. Yeah, and it's a song.
BB Winans writes in the same style.
Yes, so. You know, and that pastor said, Sabata, that's a gift from God.
Do it.
And you need to share that with the world.
Is it coming out?
No, wait. So I started recording this album, I think 4 years ago. So the person that was producing the album passed away. So my heart, I was like, because that dude used to understand everything. Like it's like Ngatui Palenami, you know, when you introduce a song, it goes like this. It goes, and he just flows with you and puts in beautiful magic and stuff. So after that, I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to release this thing. I don't know. And beautiful, beautiful music, you know. Mama Rebecca listened to it. Yes, it's not mixed, it's not final. We're still gonna even put more of it, because I was baking me now, like call sessionists and call now live and stuff like that. Mama Rebecca was, really? Is this you? This is beautiful. Then why are you not releasing this music? You know?
Do you know who you need to talk to? I think with your voice, I've been following your work. Né?
Yes.
If you actually, no wonder you and Mama Rebecca got along. You've got the same tone, eh? You've got the same lane.
You think so?
I think so. You must listen to your especially Maushai vibrato. I'm telling you,
vibrato.
It's very similar. It's very similar.
Maybe you know what, when you work with a person for a long time, as a backing vocalist, somehow into yakhe, you know,
but I can tell you now. I was listening to this. I was listening to this album, Yako, the one you recorded in Venda.
Yes.
And recorded in Venda. And influence, eh? The one you. I was like your voice, very similar. I really said Burundi footy, but this guy So you are working on new music, right?
I'm working on new music. So it's a SabaSoul music. I call it that. SabaSoul. Yeah. So if you follow me on my page, on my Facebook, I'm Sabata SabaSoul, because I knew that there's a SabaSoul music in me that I need to release.
Oh, that SabaSoul means Sabata Soul.
Yes,
SabaSoul.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm being probably, let's say this is SabaSoul project. Don't put any Sabata there. Then there's Sabata Masoka, the gospel singer. I want it to be like Mzegeze again.
And DJ's Blue.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So we will see, because I still want to do an album. I remember my mom passed away in 2020. Then there were hymns that she used to sing with me and introduce me to these hymns that anyway, like deep hymns, you know, and she will sing for me, to Mama, you know, and I will learn those hymns. Ati cheka iculo lasewisile in amagama simvuselelo abantu bakudala ke babebawazi uzoyithola. Then when I was paying a tribute to her at the funeral, I sang those songs. Man, you know, everybody was moved. Then Mama Rebecca was at the funeral. So when she called me, what is Sabata? Those hymns, you need to do something about it, bruh. I don't know how. You need to record those hymns. I've never heard anyone singing those hymns.
Like that, yes.
You know, and then I was like, okay, then I had this idea, then okay, I'm gonna do an album. Just search on these hymns, Begang Fundisa Zona, and then just do a tribute album, you know, and then just hymns throughout.
We must compose.
But I wanted them to be live. Yeah.
But you must also compose hymns. I feel like the era of people composing hymns have died down, man. We need new hymns.
Yeah, yes.
We need new hymns.
Yeah,
so if you've got that gift, go for it. But you know who you need to talk to? You need to talk to Polita Betene. I feel like he could do something with... That guy's got a special ears. You must talk to him, eh?
Yeah, but anyway, he's amazing. I know.
Before we close, I need to ask you this. What changes would you like to see in the gospel music industry?
Oh, the issue of the budget. Let's start with the money. You want me to your thing. Always there's an issue with the budget. And then I'm being booked at Konka. There's no issue with the budget, you know, or wherever these lounges. Then the worldly people don't have an issue with the budget. Then it becomes an issue for me. Or either they're gonna give you your deposit, the balance, you know, and if they can sort out the issue,
your budget
of imali, and then I've never, it's only a few times where I've done gigs. If I charge, and then they say
it's okay,
cool, you know, with Christians, there's always, man of God, there's no budget, so mas ngasolve leyo kuqala
budget.
Yeah, and then number 2, as gospel artists, I think we can do better.
In terms of what? The unity?
In terms of supporting each other, you know, and appreciating each other.
Yeah. I think that's a common statement across the board. The unity is very important, and the supporting each other is also very important. And the last question I have for you is, if we were not born, what would the world miss out on?
Come again?
If you were not born,
Yes.
what would the world
Yes.
miss out on?
Yo, they would, they were gonna miss the gifts that I have. Because the songs that I've sung, I would hear. I would go to churches and get invited in conferences, and maybe that bishop will cry tears that this man here, I wouldn't be where I am if it was not his music. He doesn't know. You understand? I was just about to kill myself. This song came, you know. I've been into many, many churches, and literally the apostle will cry, like, you don't understand when I see this man here in my church coming to minister, you know. You didn't have a pastor, you know. Sometimes I would do interviews. People will call in and say, I was just about to do this. I was going through this.
Yep.
So they would miss that part of life.
I see.
And then they would miss this voice.
Okay. Sabata SabaSoul, thank you very much. But before you go, this part I was asked by a couple of guys that it makes the episode a bit too long, so we're doing a poll. Ne? We want to understand how well you know your gospel musicians.
Yo, okay.
Ne? How well? Very simple. You can only select yourself once. You can't duplicate. You have to have one international artist, and you have to have one artist from Upper Africa. Ne?
Okay.
Yes, and then there has to be a female artist, Lapo, and then you've got five seconds to choose an artist. So we need to do this fast. Ne?
Okay.
So it's a scenario. There's a church service. You need to choose who leads which style of music in the church service.
Yeah.
Ne? So it's very simple. You'll see. So there's a church service starting. There's you want an artist to sing a song that will make everyone feel welcome. Who would that artist be?
To make everyone feel welcome.
Welcome, yes. Which artist would do that? Sabata wilaleli gospel.
I do, yeah.
Which artist? Any artist.
Yeah.
Loma
To welcome.
People will feel welcome. As bangavela bakhuleke.
Bazizwele nje basekhaya.
Basekhaya, yes.
I would say Xoli Mncwangu.
Okay. An artist to make everyone sing along.
That would be Mama Rebecca Malope.
All right. A soulful mid-tempo, bahlale phansi and just listen. Which artist would that be?
That would be Ngube Gombatha.
But you absolutely, yeah. A high-tempo traditional song. Sakosha Kileruli. Who is it?
A high tempo.
Yeah.
I would say Hlengwe Mhlaba.
Hlengwe Mhlaba, okay. An offering song. Uyonikelwa ke manje. Ufuna ukuthi nje abazalwane bakhiphe the last cent. Which artist will make that? Okay. And the new sound, the Afro rock. People will worship Bashaile or sound. Which artist can nail a composition like that?
I think Kaya Mthethwa for me.
That was too obvious, yeah. Traditional worship, hymns.
Hymns. Mam Lusanda Mcika.
All right. So you've got a three-part a cappella. Who would you put on tenor, alto, and soprano?
A three-part.
Yeah.
Soprano, I would put Putuma.
Obvious.
And then on alto, I would put, I've got many favorite altos. I would put Nomandla. On tenor, I would put Tantlazofo, Joyous.
All right. And then contemporary worship. Who nails contemporary worship?
Dr. Dumi.
All right. And somebody to execute a new composition.
Somebody that knows how to execute, ne?
That umkhetha. Ocula ingoma entsha abantu bacule naye nje. So
That would Mom Rebecca.
but second time you can't duplicate.
Ish. Who else now is able to do that? I feel Pastor Benjamin Dube is able to do that.
And then Sonto Selphumile manje, people are going home. You want them to come back next week. Who would you give a mic to that will make sure that all those people come back next week?
I'll give it to Tobegili.
Sabata Masoka, it's been such a pleasure and a privilege. I feel like we only spoke about 10% of the things that you've experienced, that you've gone through.
Yeah.
Your contribution was immense. It still is immense in the gospel industry. So thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming through.
Oh yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. There you have it. You heard it straight from the man himself, Sabata Masoka. He came, he blessed us with his presence, and he was early. He was the first artist that was early for 30 minutes. So, for those who say, you can't be trusted, I have just witnessed
God has worked wonders in me.
So thank you very much. And to the artists, please don't forget to send through your CDs and your DVDs. We are back in full swing. You will see our episodes coming up. Thank you very much for the support. And please follow and like the Gospel Reality Podcast. Thank you very much.